Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life, your business, your health, fitness, mindset and body from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be. And today is your wake-up call. In everything that I do for people, whether it be in business, whether it be in mindset, one of the most things that I am passionate about is around people's health and wellness. And today is your wake-up call. I'm going to use two case studies as to exactly why you need to remain focused for the rest of your life on your health, your fitness, and all the key things that I'm going to outline at the end of this podcast. So I have two people that I've done work with many years ago. And I say to people that if you don't give your health a number one priority, at some point in your life, it is going to show up in a way that you do not like. And that's going to be in the form of, it might be type 2 diabetes, it might be heart conditions, it might be stroke, it could be just lack of energy, lack of focus, not living the life that you really are capable of. But it could be aches and pains, a whole range of different things, despite the fact that you may have avoided a disease or a cancer or an illness or something like that. But I say, if you do not focus on it, you won't accidentally have good health. And here is the thing. Most of these issues may not rise up and bite you. Maybe it's for 10, maybe it's for 20, maybe it's for 30 years. But what I see through the clients that I work with is that by the time you get to your 50s or 60s, boom, it can hit you in that way that you really didn't think would. And often it's when you don't expect it and in a way that you really just don't like. So I worked with a lady many years ago. It's probably, it could be 8-9 years ago now. And she joined group classes to lose weight. Now, she probably wanted to lose 15 to 20 kilos of weight to get into a healthy BMI range. But this was her mindset. I exercise so that I can drink and eat whatever it is that I want. And despite me saying you can never out-train poor nutrition, some people will just live that lifestyle and believe that, I don't really like the exercise, I don't really like, doing, watching what I eat. I just love food too much. I want to go out and dine and do whatever because of the story that you make up, the life that you've been given, and that's the only way that you can unwind, relax, and no one's going to tell me what to do. I just want to eat and drink whatever it is that I want. And the reason that I come here is because I want to do those things. And in their mindset, they believe that they've got that balance right. Well, if I, have a lifestyle like this, but I'm still doing 2-3 sessions a week, I can do what I like. Okay, newsflash people, you cannot do that. You can never out-train poor nutrition. Never. And this is where most people get it wrong. They try to do too much exercise, not eat the right things and expect a completely different outcome. Or just do the exercise, not watch what they're eating, and not get the outcome that they truly want. That's one story. Another story is the partner of this person. Now, these are great people. Don't get me wrong. These are great people, beautiful people that would do anything for you. Like really lovely people. But, same thing. So the male partner, let's face it, if you've got a partner like that, guess what? You're following the same path that they are. You're eating what they are most of the time, drinking what they are, or partaking in the volumes that they're partaking in, expecting to, if you play a bit of sport or do something like that, then, you're right. So here's the harsh reality check. These people are now, I think he's just turned 60. I think she's either, I don't know whether she's older or younger, but let's just say that they're around the same age, so 60, right? What did I say before? Things often get you, maybe it's 20, 30, 40 years later. You can abuse your body for that long before it starts to show up in a way that you don't like. He's got prostate cancer. Now, can that be controlled with lifestyle? Sometimes you just get some of these things and you don't really know why. But if you don't have the lifestyle to support it, then it increases your likelihood of getting these things. So he's not in a good state. He's not in a happy state at all. And now he needs to have surgery. He's going to have his prostate removed. A couple of days ago, I think this past week, his partner's had a stroke. Now, she's okay in terms of she's alive. She's now recovering at home, I believe. But has her lifestyle contributed to that outcome? So now they're in a bad way. He's got cancer. She's had a stroke. She doesn't have proper mobility now, may not regain full mobility again. Her brain will be affected as well. The side of her body will be affected as well. And it's sad. 60 is not old. It really isn't. But could have these things been avoided? Who knows? Maybe by the time I'll get to 60, some of these things might happen to me just because of the genetics I have. There's stroke on both sides of my family. Well, actually, a stroke just on one side. Might be just one side. There's cancer on both sides of the family. There's high blood pressure in the family. There's dementia on both sides of the family. You've perhaps heard me talk about this before. Maybe those things are outside my control, but the thing that I can control is how I live my life each day. And I make damn sure that I'm the healthiest person on my family tree ever. Because I work out, I do strength training, I make sure that my muscles are strong, my bones are strong, I make sure my mindset is strong. I work on that every single day. I make sure my nutrition is top notch. I work on that every single day. I'm making sure that my supplementation is the best that money can buy. I'm making sure that I put the best food available into my body. I'm doing all of those things every single day and always looking to make some improvements. Now, if one of those things takes me by genetics, I know that it hasn't been through lack of me trying to put my best foot forward. What I would suggest is that these people, unfortunately, have not put their best foot forward and are now suffering the consequences of those things. I ran into an old client yesterday. Now, this guy is in his mid to later 70s. His wife is, I think, a little bit older. She's quite unwell, and she's had a number of operations. When I saw him, it looks like he's put on more weight. Now he's starting to get to that age where that will start to reverse and his body will start to kind of consume itself. And you don't see many people in their 80s or later that are overweight because their body just starts to work differently, and they start to lose that. But he looked very, very unhealthy. He's had a really stressful time. His daughter's gone through some bad health. His wife's gone through some bad health. And now he spends a lot of his time between appointments. His health is not awesome. He's not doing the best to work on himself either. He stopped working with me a while ago, probably 18 months or so ago now, because of the fact that the rest of his family got unwell. And he said, I've got to come back and see you when things settle down. I mean, that is just something that people say sometimes, but he's not in a good place, and the whole family is not in a good place because of their health. People, this is your wake-up call. just because you can't feel it now, just because you perhaps can't see that this may be your path. You've got to remain focused. Okay, you have to remain focused on your health. I say to everybody, put health, wellness, fitness, strength as your number one priority in life ahead of everything else, ahead of family, ahead of religion, ahead of your work. Because if you don't get this right, so if you do 0% in this area, what are you? You're dead. And if you're dead, none of those other things matter. So you must give this your absolute highest priority. These are two people that I've known for years now that are unwell. They have deadly diseases. Well, a stroke is not a disease, but she's had a stroke. He's got cancer. And I really feel for them. These are good people. But bad things happen to good people. And it doesn't necessarily mean that if they'd done all the things that I was talking about, that they wouldn't have suffered those fates. But how would they know? They didn't put their best foot forward. They didn't try hard enough to live the life that they could have, the life that they're capable of. You know, you don't want to be obese. You don't want to be having a routine which involves poor nutrition. And I'm talking about not eating frequently. I'm talking about you getting in your 5-6 meals a day, breakfast, lunch and dinner, plus your 3 snacks, making sure every single meal you consume is highly nutritious, plenty of plant-based food, the right amount of protein, breakfast, lunch and dinner, some snacks, getting in 1.5 to 3+ litres of water a day. I know that's a big range, but if you can get in 1.5 litres, then you're probably doing well. I aim to get in 3 litres or more. Doing those things, supplement your body, do your strength training. It doesn't have to be as strenuous as I do it. You don't have to thrash yourself in the gym. It could be a 10 or 15 minute strength workout that you can do at home 3 times a week. Just do some walking on those other days, 15, 20 minutes. Get out, get your mindset right. De-stress yourself. Get 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night, whatever is right for you. Do all those things and do it consistently. Try and eliminate alcohol from your life. I mean, that would be my tip. Try and eliminate it. Yes, there's some good health benefits from red wine, but most people aren't drinking red wine. Or if they are, they're drinking red wine plus beer, plus spirits, plus, other stuff. Try and eliminate it from your life altogether. And you watch how much better you start to feel. Get those simple things right consistently. Life's too short, people. This is your wake-up call. If you want to know how you can correct some of the things in your life, or you don't even know where to start because I've mentioned so many things there, go to thementaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, reach out to me for a free consultation and let's start a conversation, because I've been put on this earth to help people live their fullest life, making sure that they have the strength, the energy, the health, the vitality, the drive to keep improving themselves every day and to live life on your terms, not have it dictated to you by your health or your body or those limitations or your mindset. You want to live life on your terms because it's too short and you never know when, boom, something could just hit you like that. And if you don't think it can happen to you, you're kidding yourself. Wait till you get into your 50s and 60s. And I do have some clients that are very unhealthy and they say to me, yeah, but my family tree is actually quite unhealthy too. But they're in their 90s and 100 and that kind of stuff. But I said, yeah, but you don't know what lack of energy looks like and feels like. Okay, because you only know what you feel now. If you got that extra boost in energy and health and vitality, imagine what you could be doing with that. You just don't know what that feels like yet. So let's work towards getting you to feel that, and then you'll never want to stop. The very first time that I set foot in the gym was in February 1988. That's 33 years ago. And from my very first session, I was hooked. And I said, I'm never, ever going to stop this. And guess what? I haven't. Stay safe, everybody. This is your wake-up call.